Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another live vidIQ training session. My name is Liron Segev. I'll be taking you through this training session. Always awesome to have amazing people here. I saw Apple O has been here for a while. I'm going to mute that quickly. I saw that Karen Berkman has been here. Tenembra Gaming has been here. You guys have been awesome. And people have been in this chat for a good couple of hours, in fact. So that's really, really awesome. Awesome to have you guys here. Have I said awesome enough? I think I have. All right, guys. For those who are new, I've seen a couple of people who are new, a couple of people who are old. So I just want to kind of take you through how this is going to work. We've got about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so before we officially get going. But I always like to get in here early, say hello to some people. Darvesh is here. Hello, nice to have you. The Lawn Sensei is here. Cool name. Nice to have you here. By the way, I will butcher your name. It's a guaranteed, so I apologize in advance for doing that. Gaming Rec Show, what's up? How you doing? Nice to have you here. Galaxy Guy, good to have you here. Good to have you here. What is that? I don't know. Okay, this is the reason I get on early, so that this caffeine starts to really kick in. So by the time we're ready to go, this is all power stuff coming at you. So guys, today, let's do this. In fact, before we get actually this really going, what I want to do is let's find out who is new and who is old. If you're new here, do hashtag new in the chat. Hashtag new if you're new here. And then if those who have been here for a while, you know what to do in the chat. Do that quickly. Good to have everybody here. I have no idea how many people are here. Doesn't matter. If we can help one person out of this session, I'll be absolutely awesome. Okay, so who is new? We got Simpex, the gamer is new. Lil J.O. plays, I told you I'll mess up names, is new here. Tyler Loretta 2, Roblox is new. Cool. Angelica Queens is new. Whew. You guys, look at these. This is what I actually did. Oh, Shark Scraper is old. Nice to have you here. Grand Sleep Repeat. Yeah, you got it, man. That's exactly how this thing works. So, for those, there's so many new people here. Here's what I want to do. I want to tell you how today works. So a couple of ground rules, I'm going to call them. Firstly, no sub for sub. No submarine for submarine. No friends for friends. None of that nonsense. Firstly, it doesn't help you. We don't stand for that kind of stuff, and it actually destroys your channel. So if you're here hoping to pick up a whole bunch of new subscribers by saying, hey, sub to me and I'll sub to you, well, our mods are pretty hardcore on that. You're going to be banned, you're going to be timed out, and then you're going to go. So there's also no spamming in the chat because we're here to learn, right? We're here to really understand how to do YouTube the right way. We don't need any negativity in the chat. So if you're here saying, nothing's boring, why don't you just show us how to do it? Well, then you have got, first of all, the wrong mindset. Second of all, you're here to obviously cause trouble, in which case we will gladly wave you goodbye as you find something more to your intellect level. Maybe there's a cute little kiddie video out there that's more to your style. So if you're here looking for a quick hack, it doesn't exist. If you're here to cause trouble in the chat, we'll say goodbye to you and we'll all gladly lose you. And then then it's my favorite types of people who get into the chat and they go, if you don't answer my question, I'll unsubscribe. Boo-hoo. Goodbye. Cheers. Okay. You know, at the end of the day, YouTube is difficult. Let's be honest. And we're here to help real YouTubers who are going to put in the work. And that is why we do these sessions. The session is actually divided into two sections. The first section, it's a pre-recorded video live of the previous live training. Why do we pre-record it? Because we want to help you. Hey, Ossifire Noob, thank you for the super chat. You rock. Thanks for the help and tips so far. Glad you're enjoying it. That's why we're here. We've got some awesome stuff happening with super chat. I'll let you guys know about that once we're ready. So, as I was saying, the reason we pre-record that first section is because it's about training. Guys, let me know in the chat here, who is sick and tired of all these theories? Who wants to really kind of understand practically what to do? If you want to know what to actually do, put a thumbs up in the chat. So I want to understand I'm talking to real YouTubers who want to really take their channel to the next level, whether you got 5 subscribers and you want to get to 100, or whether you got 1,000 and you want to get to 5,000, it doesn't matter. I want to see the real YouTubers who are here to do a really good job and understand the practical stuff of YouTube. Look at those thumbs coming in. This is who I'm talking about. I am so tired of these theory stuff. I want to show you the exact steps. Here's the story. what I do this every day. I do this with small creators. I do this with creators with millions of subscribers. And I tell them everything I'm about to tell you. Literally everything I'm about to tell you. Hey, Ravi, nice to have you here. You rock, man. If you guys don't know Ravi's channel, definitely go check it out. I use Robbie as an example so often because Robbie has just taken a good twist on something that somebody said was absolutely impossible to do. Go check out Robbie's channel. Go and learn what he does because he is just incredible. He's just worked this stuff out. And Robbie can attest to this. What I'm about to tell you guys today is what I tell absolutely the big creators, and Robbie is a big creator, because this is the steps of how to get stuff ranked on YouTube. How to get those views, how to get those subscribers. You've got to follow a step-by-step instruction. That is what I'm going to tell you today. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have lots of fun, and we're going to go through that. So that bit is pre-recorded. That kind of starts at the top of the hour. For me, it's 12 o'clock where I am. And what we're going to do is after that session is I'm going to get back on and we're going to do live Q&A. There's so much value in questions and answers because you guys have really, really good questions that I promise you lots of other people in the chat are thinking the exact same thing, but they're not asking that question. So by going through those answers, it just unlocks a lot of things on your own channel. So that is how today's session is actually divided. It's divided into two. Hey, the Otters Heaven is here. Nice to have you. And yes, you're right. Audits are on Tuesdays. They are with the awesome squad that happens on a Tuesday. Today it's Wednesday. And, well, you kind of stuck with me, I'm afraid. So today, 1, I'll butcher your name. 2, no sub for sub. That nonsense does not work. I almost swore that. That nonsense does not work. If you're going to be negative in the chat and you're going to say, this is boring, you're obviously not the right YouTuber for this thing. You're free to leave. If you want to unsubscribe from vidIQ, we will all cry, but we'll be okay. Like, we'll be fine. We'll make it. We'll be okay. If you want to be all negative and start causing trouble in the chat with other creators who are here to learn, feel free to leave. Lots of good kiddie videos out there. I'm sure you'll be very entertained. So off you go, and we'll all wave you goodbye. Now, again, for those who are just joining us now, the first session is going to be pre-recorded so that when you go through it, you are able to really focus and understand what are the practical steps to get your videos ranked. I don't think there's any single person in this chat, doesn't matter what your size is, whether you're Robbie magnitude size or whether you're like my size or whether you're smaller, it doesn't matter. Every single person here wants to get to that next level. Give me a hands up or a thumbs up in the chat if you're here to get subscribers and if you're here to get views. Because if you're here for those two reasons, you're in the right place. If you're here to working out sub for sub and some sort of a hack and a quick way to beat YouTube's algorithms, I'm here to tell you it does not exist. Well, okay, there we go. There we go. Look at all those thumbs up. I love this group. This community is awesome. By the way, you don't need vidIQ to hang out here. You know, you're going to get so much value out of this thing, regardless whether you use vidIQ or not. If you want vidIQ, in the chat down here. In the chat down here. Oh, wait. Oh, so there we go. There's always someone. Cash Out Plug says, just start with an angry face. Cash Out Plug, is this too complicated for you? You can leave and we'll all wave goodbye. Bye-bye, Cash Out Plug. Bye-bye. Anyways, there's always one, right? There's always one who's just full of themselves. It's me. Anyways, moving along. As I was saying, if you're new to vidIQ, hang out with us. Cool. If you don't have vidIQ, in the description below, below, there we go. In the description below, there's a link to get vidIQ for free. You can actually use it for 30 days, full paid package. It will unlock all that value on your channel. You also got access to our academy, and we've got this very cool thing that's launching probably next month, which is next week, I think it is. So you'll also get access to that. Go and grab yourself the free copy of vidIQ right now. That is how we roll here, because you guys are awesome, and because you're hanging out here, go and grab that free copy. We've also got a Discord server. If you want to hang out there, have these kind of chats, we're there available all the time. And we've got a Facebook group if you have no idea what Discord is, if you're one of those older people, perhaps. So Facebook, we have a Facebook group for you as well. We have a Tube Talk, which is a podcast that I run. Got an amazing episode coming out tomorrow. I speak with the one and only Tim Schmoyer, and we go deep into advanced analytics, things that you really need to know to explode your channel to that next level, perhaps something that you're not doing right now. All of that is awesome. All of that's available. All of that is free. Can somebody say cash out plug? Because everyone wave goodbye, cash out plug, because what do we need? Do we need this him here? I don't think so. So you can actually all wave goodbye to him as he leaves. So the rest of you who are still here and are still ready to rock and roll this, what I want to know is that, if this is the one thing that really drives me insane. In fact, like for example, Era Film Official is saying that we're talking blah, blah, blah. Maybe Era Official also doesn't understand. Maybe there's a better video for Era Official to grow their channel. Maybe they can also goodbye. And maybe they'll unsubscribe and will be upset. Moment of silence, please. Okay. Now that we've moved out of that, those people, we said goodbye to the negativity. The one thing that's driving me crazy in the chat is when people go, I only have 100 subscribers. I only have 500 subscribers. You have to get rid of that word only. Very simple reason. Because when you are a creator, when you have 100 people, not 100 subscribers, it's 100 people who come to watch your stuff. That's a lot of people. If I say to you 100 people are coming for dinner tonight, that's a lot of people. You've got to stop thinking of these numbers as just numbers. These are people who've bothered to click the subscribe button and are giving you their time. It changes your mindset when you stop saying, I only have, and you go, wow, I've got 100 people committing to me. I got 5,000 people who want to watch my stuff. I've got 10,000 people who want to watch my things. That is where you start winning on YouTube. When you go, I only have, because you look at these big creators with millions, well, then you start kind of working out that, hey, this is not for me. You get despondent, you go off platform, you're not so sure if you want to do this. So don't do that. It's not only 100 subscribers. What it is, it's 100 people who want to watch your stuff. Okay, so with that in mind, look, that's what I'm talking about. So Remasterx Video Production, I have 5 subs. Not only 5 subs, I have 5 subs. And that's where we all start. Black Tickle Vids says, I've got 43. Kiffin Cat says, I have none. Marcus2018 says, I have 0 subscribers. Welcome to YouTube. You are here, aren't you? You're making a channel, aren't you? You're here committed to learn. Brilliant. Those are the steps that you need to take. Otherwise, it's just really not going to work. There's so many people sitting on the sideline going, oh, I wish I started a year ago. I wish I started 10 years ago. In South Africa, we had the saying, when is the best time to plant a tree? That was 20 years ago. When is the second best time to plant a tree? That's today. So plant your tree today, get going. Don't sit on the sideline and saying, oh, in 2020, I should have taken his advice and I should have gone on the platform. That is how you win, by taking that action. And today, real YouTubers, as you can see right here in the chat, are ready to take that action. Okay, so we have got a minute to go. If you don't have vidIQ, again, for those who are just joining us, it's available down in the description below. Get it for free, unlock your channel for 30 days. If after that you don't want to pay for vidIQ, totally cool. We have a completely free package for you as well. You can just use that until you're ready to take that step. It's all available for you here. We're about to get we're about to get going. I see everybody, more people are joining. That's great. Again, I'm here to help you. So that's why no spamming, no sub for sub. If you want to cause trouble, we'll gladly say goodbye to you, because basically none of us need that in our lives. We have enough going on. We're going to start with the first part, which is the pre-recorded bit. That is when you put your learning mode on. That is when you grab your coffee, you grab your notepad, and you start making frantic notes. If you want to know how to get subscribers, how to get views, that is how you do it. I am literally going to tell you how to do that. How to go viral, how to understand the 3 Ds of YouTube. I will tell you all of that. All you got to do is take notes and then put it into action. Literally as simple as that. Then I'll go back on, and then we'll do a live Q&A where you guys will ask questions. I'll answer you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It's the top of the hour, which means it's ready, time to get going. So I'm going to do what I normally do, which is the pointless countdown. I still do not know why I do this, but hey, I don't know. It's good for transitioning from me ranting on and getting started, I suppose. I don't know. Okay, are we ready to do this? If we're ready, woohoo! Let's rock and roll. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, never mind. Let's just get going.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody, welcome and thank you for joining us for another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ, which means that every day I work with creators big and small, helping them level up their channels, get more subscribers, more views in less time, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. Now today is not about theory. It's not about making good thumbnails, because we know all of that, and if you missed out on any of that information on the vidIQ channel, which you've just subscribed to if you haven't already, we have so much value, so many videos about those particular topics. You can go and consume them at your own time. But today it's not about that. Today it's about the practical steps. You know, the thing at vidIQ is a lot of us have our own channels. We're all creators, and therefore we understand the frustrations that you go through as a creator. We've all been there. We all know the frustration of filming a video, spending time editing it, uploading it, and then nothing happens, or a handful of views. Ridiculously frustrating and almost like demoralizing. Do I really want to do this YouTube thing? So that is what today's training is all about, the practical steps. Now, if you don't have vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. You can still hang out with us, no problem. If you are here as a way of saying thank you, in the description below, there's a link to the vidIQ tools. Go and download them, and then for the next 30 days, it will just unlock all the beautiful goodness that's in your channel. And believe it or not, there is goodness, and I'm going to show you how to tap into that. And that's what these tools are about. They're about unlocking that frustration, unlocking the goodness that you have, unlocking the way forward. How do you build your channel? How do you grow? How do you get your audience? And this is what I'm going to show you today. So YouTube is made up of 3 Ds, and when you can unlock all 3 of those, that is when magic happens. That is when your channel really blows up. It happened to me. I can tell you from first-hand experience on my channel. So this is critical stuff, and that's why I want to share this with you. Very excited to do this. So the first D is all about discovery. If YouTube doesn't know about your latest creation, it could be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Well, it's not going to discover it. And therefore, people are not going to know about it. Therefore, people are not going to find it. And therefore, it's going to remain with very, very little views. And again, we're going to go deep into all of this. So the first D is about discovery. The second D is about delivery. Are you as a content creator delivering value to your audience? YouTube looks at that. So what I mean by that is, are you using clickbait to get people just to click and then they don't like it and they leave? Are people loving your content so they're watching so much more of us and they're commenting and giving you those thumbs up? That's important. And that's the second D. It's about delivering. And then finally, the third D is about distribution. When you get those first 2 right, YouTube looks at those signals and says, okay, got a video here. It's being loved by its own audience. Let me go and distribute this to a bigger audience. Let me go find a new audience for this video. Oh, and when that happens, that is when you get those fresh new eyes on those videos, and that is when your subscribers grow, and that is when your views grow. Okay, so where do all good YouTube videos begin? They begin in the kitchen. Of course, that's where all good YouTube videos begin, right? If I tell you right now, stop what you're doing, go to your kitchen, go to open up some random cupboards, take up some random ingredients, mix them all together, and then stick it in your oven, what are the odds that a beautiful pizza is going to come out of that? Probably not much, right? But if I tell you, hold on, don't grab random ingredients. I need you to grab the following. There's some tomato sauce, there is some flour, there is some eggs, there is cheese, there is olives, there is whatever. And I give you the steps, and I tell you these are the steps to get the dough going. And then you get the sauce, and then you get the cheese on top, and then stick it in the oven for this temperature, for this long. Then what are the odds of a beautiful pizza coming out? Beautiful and amazing. The way we all approach our videos is the first bit. We take our camera, we run out, we shoot hours and hours of video, we come home, we drop it onto our computers, we edit it, we copy and move scenes around, we add B-roll, it looks amazing, we slap a title, slap a thumbnail, upload it, and then hope that something comes out of that. Hope that a beautiful pizza comes out of that and people love it. That's not going to work, is it? But that's why I want to focus today on the exact steps that you need to take to follow the recipe. Follow the YouTube recipe. Like we did with our pizza, I want to give you the exact those steps that you need to do for your next video. Okay, so it's going to get good. There's lots of information. It's going to come at you fast and furious. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, it's in the description below. Grab it before we get going. This will be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, or I speak too fast, or you need more information, no problem. Don't worry, after the session is done, you can come back to this. Okay, so now that we have pizza in mind, and a lot of us are going to get hungry round about now, well, that's good motivation to go through this training with me. So you ready for this? Let's start off with making a video pizza. We're going to make a video about pizza. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my search bar. This is where I start. I start by putting in my word or my phrase, and the first thing I want to understand is the landscape. Now remember, we're using pizza here. Of course, this will work for absolutely anything else. I just want to show you an example. We all understand because, well, you get this basically around the world. So let's have a look at this. So pizza is my key phrase. I'm going to make a video about pizza. I'm not really sure what yet, but I know that that's what I want to focus on. So vidIQ reveals a whole bunch of information. Highest view video, 28 million. Okay, that looks good. Top creator is a channel called Tasty. Okay, interesting. But look at this, volume. The volume here is 82. It's in the green. What does that mean? It means there's lots of people who are actually searching for our particular key phrase, our pizza key phrase. Do you go out and make a video immediately? No, because you got to look at competition. And you can see the competition is very high. What does that mean? Lots of people are searching for pizza related content, but there's also lots of channels, lots of videos delivering. So therefore, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a video just about pizza. So do we just give up? No. Here is where this tip comes into play. Now, this is important. This actually will change your research. We're going to do this. We're going to go out here to our search bar, and what we're going to do is the alphabet walkthrough. So pizza space A, B, C, D. What is it showing you? It's showing me autocomplete. In other words, so many people have searched for the word pizza and dough recipe that YouTube makes it a little bit easier for the next person to start typing pizza space D. We assume they're going to go for this dough recipe. Oh, look, there it is. Dough without yeast. Pizza dough recipe without yeast. How does this help us? How does this help us as content creators? Well, this is a good indication of what people are searching for. If people are searching for pizza dough recipe without yeast, that gives us a beautiful direction for our video. We're going to make a video about pizza dough, and we're going to use the word dough, recipe, and yeast, because those seem to be the popular words. Remember, we're only on the D. E, F, G. Look how many titles come up here that you can actually use for your video. This is where you start really understanding YouTube search. So remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do in search engines? You ask questions. So don't forget, don't just do the A, B, C, D walkthrough. Go to the beginning of the phrase and then type in the what. What pizza looks like around the world? What's pizza to your body? What pizza is the best? What? Where? When? Why? How? Okay. And all of a sudden, look at this. How Pizza Hut makes pizza. How pizza rolls are made. How pizza is made in Domino's. What does this show you? It's telling you what people are currently searching for. Go and make your videos based on these. That's how you get those initial eyeballs, those initial reactions, because you're answering somebody's question. Autocomplete is a beautiful way to understand the YouTube algorithm and what people are currently searching for. If you can marry up a video title to a query, that is where you win. Remember, we're still in research mode, okay? So let's have a look at this video. This video, it says, the best homemade pizza you'll ever eat. Views, 19 million views on this. So by most indication, 19 million views is a good views for your video. I mean, we all would love 19 million views on our videos. But does that mean that this channel is winning? In other words, is this a good video for this channel? Because remember, this channel has got 18 million subscribers. So is 19 million views like a regular video for them? Or is it a real video for them? Well, let's find out. So 19 million views, here is what the problem with views is. Views doesn't take time into account. In other words, this video was launched in 2018. Did it get all of its views right at the beginning, or did it take years to get to these numbers? Did it take a day, a month, a week, a year, 3 years? How many years did it take to get to this 19 million? Why is that important? Because it tells me about relevancy. Is this video relevant today? So, for example, the iPhone 1 or the Samsung Note 1 phone that came out. Now, I'm a tech geek, so I'm going to use technology examples. But let's just say that video came out of the iPhone 1. When it came out, millions of views on those videos. But is it still relevant today? That's the question. How many people are still searching today? If all you saw was that this video has got 19 million views and you went ahead and made a video all around this topic, well, you're going to be missing the boat here because this might not be relevant today. So what do? We'll show you something called VPH, views per hour. And essentially what views per hour is, it's telling me right now how many people are watching this video. So as you can clearly see, there is still lots and lots and lots of interest in this particular video, in this particular title. And in fact, if you look at historical trends, you can see it was doing okay, and all of a sudden, boom, a big surge. It's obviously the times that we're in, people are interested in making homemade pizza, and therefore this video is getting all that beautiful momentum. So remember, evergreen content. This is another example of something that was live in 2018. And look, it just was okay, and now just picked up traction. So very important to remember the evergreen content. So when you launch a video, don't panic straight away if it doesn't get those beautiful views. You just never know when your time will come. This is 2 years later, and look at those numbers. Beautiful, just popping. So again, a total number of views doesn't indicate if it's a good video today. So we show you views per hour. Very, very important. The next thing we look at is, did they use any Reddit? So there's a couple of Reddit instructions, a little bit of Facebook going on here. But look at this. This is beautiful. This tells me that, remember I asked you earlier, 19 million views on a channel with 18 million subscribers. Is this okay or not? Is this a great video, a bad video? Well, we'll tell you that. The compare views in the first 28 days tools is exactly the tool that you need. Because if you have a look at this, you say, this video, I want to compare it to this channel's average. This channel's average is a little pink at the bottom. This video is the one in blue. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, so now we can see. After 7 days, this channel typically gets 122,000 to 194,000 views on a video. But this video got a 2.6 million views in the first 7 days. What does this tell me? It's telling me this is an outlier video. This is an exceptional video. And therefore, I am absolutely going to research this video, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags that they used, look what it's ranking for. I want to understand all of this so that I can make my video as close to this as possible. If YouTube is currently suggesting this video and it's an outlier video for this channel, well, I want to be able to get in on that. Now, this video tells you more. This tool tells you more. Not just this channel's average. You can actually look at your channel's average. So this video compared to your own channel's average. This video compared to the last video you watched. Any video, any playlist, any channel, and then the competitor's average. And I'll show you that shortly as well. So very, 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 very powerful tool. It tells you exactly what you need to know. This is a good video. Lots of views per hour. Trending topic. Still relevant today. I am absolutely going to investigate this if I was making a pizza video. Remember, we're still in research mode. We're still in the first D, that first D of being discovered. So we may have some title ideas. What about thumbnails? What should we be going after? Well, in research mode, we still want to be discovered. We go to the vidIQ tools on the left-hand side, and there's something called competitors. Click on that, and this essentially loads up all the people who are doing similar stuff to you in your industry. This, for us, this is the people that we work with, people that we attend events with, other YouTube teachers here, and we want to understand what's going on. Now, why is it important? Because YouTube knows that we don't watch one video about one item and then go make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same item. Therefore, what we want to understand is what's going on in the industry. What are our competitors doing? Remember, this is sorted by views per hour. So I can see which topic is getting more attention. I want to see what their thumbnails are like. Are they still good, lots of text, still faces? What's their titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? All this gives me good indication. Am I still on the right track? Now remember, in your industry, it's going to be different people. You have to load up yourselves, the people that you look up to, people you want to work with. And when you see it, you start getting a good picture and a good idea. Now I'll tell you what else it does. YouTube is all about trends. YouTube knows that when a trend comes out, it becomes a hot topic, people are talking about it, people are researching it, and therefore it's going to serve more and more content. So imagine in this industry, if we saw that everybody's talking about a specific topic, a specific YouTube tool, maybe something new has come out, and our competitors have started talking about that, well, of course, we're going to understand that, and we want to get in on that action as well. In your industry, it's going to be exactly the same. Maybe everybody is starting to talk about the upcoming big vacation or the upcoming big holiday in your country. Maybe it's Mother's Day, whatever it may be. If people are starting to talk about it, it means the industry is starting to talk about that particular holiday. In other words, search results are coming in. In other words, you can start jumping on this. So it's a good way to keep an eye on your competitors, keep an eye on what they're doing, what are they saying, what do they look like, and is there anything that you need to change? Don't go and copy them, because obviously that's not a good strategy, but go and understand what's going on. Know your competitive landscape. Very, very important. So that is competitors. Go and load up a whole bunch, and the value here is insane, especially when it comes to trend. Because trend is where it's at, the next tool I'm going to show you is called the trend alerts. Now, trend alerts, this is very important. Trend alerts changes your channel. Here is why. You give it an alert name, and then you say, here's my keyword. So basically what I'm saying to vidIQ is anytime somebody makes a video with this keyword in from any of these competitors or from the whole of YouTube, when that video gets more than, let's just say, 1,000 views per hour, remember, per hour, not in total. When that video gets more than 1,000 views per hour, each week, send me a report that looks like this. Now, why is this important, and how does this change channels? Well, what will end up happening is you'll see that a certain style of video has gone from 1,000 views per hour to 5,000 views per hour to 10,000 views per hour. Okay, something is happening. Something's happening over there. I need to understand that. Because it's going to be your keyword, so it's going to be related to your industry. You know what those big keywords are. And as soon as you see them, you know that you want to jump in on that action and get in on the trend really, really, really early on. So many channels have changed completely because they realized that a certain keyword has become hot, is just starting to roll. They've seen channels go from 500 views per hour on a video to 1,000 views per hour on a video to 5,000 views per hour on a video. Well, it means there's a big hunger for that keyword. Could I make a video with that keyword? Could I make on that topic? And if you can jump in on those trends really, really, really early on. Remember, we're still in the D for discovery. We've done our research. We've done the what, where, when, how. We've done the alphabet walkthrough with our keywords. We have seen which are cool videos. We've marked them so we know to go back to them and research them. We've seen what our competitors are doing. Our trend alert sets. The next thing is most viewed. And essentially what most viewed is everything that's going on that's happening on YouTube right now. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, very well aware of it, but this is different. Do you know why? Because this sorts out the hot videos on YouTube sorted by views per hour. This video is getting 300,000 views per hour. This video is 146,000 views per hour. So why is this important? Well, First of all, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's working on YouTube as a whole, even when it's out of your niche. And here you can see that certain topics are working really, really well. What's the thumbnail like? How clean is it? How much text is there? What is their titles? Is it long? Is it short? All these questions you need to be asking all the time so you can understand how clean these are. Look at this, just something I can pick up immediately. There's no text. Look at that, very little text, if any. Big bright colors, and these are kids content, and they're still doing well on YouTube. Again, even this, Chadwell Clay, great channel, no text. Marquez Brownlee to do with technology. The only text here is the $3.99 the price. You're learning all the time from what's going on. Now you can take it a step further. What you can say is, look, love this guy, but he's got a channel with millions and millions of subscribers. It's nowhere near where I am. No problem. You go down here to channel subs and you can change it. You can say, show me only channels that are in the bronze, 10 to 100,000 subs, or 100,000 to 1,000,000 subs, something closer to your world, so that you can learn what's working in that industry, in that subscriber range, and make videos accordingly. You can also do research here with search terms, the various categories, the various countries, and all of this helps you with being discovered. And that's the most important thing, doing that research before you touch that camera, before you rush out and spend hours of your life making a video that is not going to get those views. Spend the time rather doing this here. Okay, so we've seen the videos. We've looked at our competitors. We have done our research. We've looked at what's trending. We've looked at what's working on the whole of YouTube. We looked at it in our research mode. We're now armed. We go and create our video. Okay, now that we've got our video, what do we do next? Okay, so you've done your video, you've uploaded it, and now it's time to feed it all that beautiful, juicy information in your titles, your descriptions, your tags, and your thumbnail. So let's look at these tools. The most important thing for me when it comes to YouTube is the thumbnail and the title in combination. Not in isolation, but together. Why? Well, here's what happens. When somebody's doing a search on YouTube, they perhaps will scroll down and your thumbnail has one mission: to get them to stop and go, oh, what's that? And then they glance over and they look at your title. And together, they're either going to decide to click or not to click. A great thumbnail with a rubbish title is not enticing enough, and vice versa. An amazing title, but with a thumbnail that doesn't get somebody's attention, also not good enough. They're not going to stop and click, but it's got to work together. So this is one of the greatest tools. I love this completely. It's called Preview in Search Results. This is brand new, and this will be a game changer as well. So what do? We want to understand how will my video look like when other people are doing a search. So let's just say the question is how to get 1,000 subscribers. So let's write that in. How to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to say preview and search. Now look what's going to happen. We're going to come up here. This is the video. And this shows me the videos, other videos in this industry. Now we're very lucky because our next video is actually a vidIQ video. So I am asking myself the question, will this thumbnail get people to stop and click compared to the other videos around it? That is beautiful. Also, I get to see everybody else's titles. I can make changes right here. And not only can I make changes to the title, I can click on preview changes. It would actually change it right here as well. So now I can constantly am optimizing my video to be discovered. So remember I said it's your thumbnail and your title in combination, because that's going to get someone to stop what they're doing like this and go, oh, what's this? That is colorful. That's got text, got information. I want to click on that. Now remember, it shows it to me on the search screen, but we all know that home screen is pretty big on YouTube too. That's where a lot of people are finding their information. So now it shows me, look what my icon looks like, my graphics look like on the home screen. Look how it just stands out. All the colors. And that's why people click on this video. And again, I can see this on desktop, I can see this in tablet mode, and I can see it on mobile as well. I want to make sure I'm continuously optimizing my search results, because this is where you win. It's about understanding what your thumbnail and your title look like together compared to the people above you and the people below you. Because as soon as you can get someone's attention with an amazing thumbnail and a great title, this is where you win the click. I love those preview results. Go ahead and use them continuously. You can search for any phrases. We can optimize it here. How to get 100 subs. Let's just say that's get the results there. Okay, now you can see we're very similar to this. So if I was going after the first 100 subs, I will perhaps not use the same thumbnail because it's too similar to this. I would use, another vidIQ one. See how different that is? And that's what you want. How to stop somebody's attention to be able to go, wow, what is this? Click. Now, remember that YouTube knows what your video is about. It has got enough AI systems to understand the content. It's automatically captioning your videos. So it's got all this data. So title and descriptions and your tags simply augment what YouTube already knows. It makes sure that it allocated it correctly. So we always want to write for humans. Don't try keyword stuff this with lots of keywords just to try and get YouTube algorithm to jump around. That used to work back in the day. It does not work anymore because YouTube's smarter than that. So write for people. Write in a way that somebody will want to click. Your description. Put some effort into your description. So give a great opening line because that's the preview line that people will see. And then now timestamps. Make sure you spend time putting in timestamps. YouTube is experimenting with new features. There's things like chapters. We're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as we go towards voice. So make sure that you put in timestamps into your videos, helping YouTube help you. So when someone on Google does a quick search of how to double down on quality or quantity, well, maybe this is a good enough phrase that YouTube will recommend this video. So you need to spend time and effort in here. So which keywords do you use? Well, this is where tags come in. So whilst tags aren't as important as they used to be, you absolutely still need to be using tags. So you start typing here Mother's Day, and here you can already see a whole bunch of Mother's Day related tags that pop in here. So let's select this one, but watch this. Okay, click into here. Now we've got a whole wealth of information. Now what we can see here is Mother's Day gift ideas, but look at this. We also show you the related keywords. We show you the most used keywords, the search volume, the competition, the overall score, and all of these are basically searchable and indexable so that you can go through and say, well, which tags do I want to use? Mother's Day gift looks like a good one. And simply click on the plus button and it will add that tag. All of this information simply helps your video to get better classification. And even though tags by themselves don't matter, when you feed the beast, it helps you with your video. So many people are just ignoring tags altogether, and that is a big, big mistake. It's all about building those relationships between your videos and other videos, other search results, and tags help you do that. Okay, so use your tags. Now, the big thing here is, when do you make your video public? When do you launch your video? So YouTube looks at various factors. And when it knows about your video, it knows the content, it knows what your title is, it knows what your thumbnail's like. What it doesn't know, if it's a good or a bad video, it has no idea. So it looks for signals. And one of those signals is, do people watch when you make it public? So the best way to do that is to launch your video during a time where people are actually online. So this tool tells you that. Best time to publish, broken down by day. And it knows that if I'm going to launch a video on a Wednesday, my audience happens to be online between these times. So I should probably launch my video just before that, so to get all that upwards traffic as people are joining. This is an important signal. If you make your video available and people are watching it instantly, YouTube says, oh, there must be value here because people are watching, and they're watching for more than 50%. So I want to be able to translate that into maybe trying with another audience. And that's where distribution starts to happen, because YouTube is getting all these glorious signals to say that this is a good quality video. And that is how you unlock distribution. So launch your video when your public is online. And a good ninja tip here is try not to launch whenever you can schedule a video. What I mean by that is you can schedule a video to launch on the hour or every half an hour or even every 15 minutes. Or so 9, 9:15, 9:30, for example. But if you launch your video at 9:48, it's such a weird time that no other companies schedule their videos to launch at that because you can't. So now you have an opportunity to stand out amongst those notifications. Less notifications, more odds, the odds are much better that your subscriber actually gets the notifications. So just a little bonus tip there. As we scroll further down, a lot of vidIQ SEO scores that are right here. We've even got the checklist. Let me make sure that I've done everything. Have I got a card? Have I got an end screen? We don't enable monetization, so I'm obviously going to see the X. Have I shared it on Twitter, made it public, etc.? So we're just keeping you on track, a nice little running track to make sure that you're ticking all the right boxes and ticking all the right marks here. Okay, so we've done our research. We're going to get discovered. We've done the first D. The second D is that we have now launched our video. We've launched it at the right time. And now we hope it's up to YouTube to distribute that video as much as possible. We're obviously going to help it along with social media and our own efforts to get the video seen, but we're hoping the YouTube algorithm kicks in. Well, YouTube rewards people that deliver. So it's quality over quantity. How do we know if you're delivering? Well, this is where this tool comes in. It's called the Channel Audit Tool. Now, this is the tool I was missing when I was building up my YouTube channel, because I needed something that I can push a button that will tell me what's working and what isn't working. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 10 hours of my day trying to decipher little numbers and exporting reports from YouTube Analytics to try to work out what's working and what isn't. I want to push a button, and this is what this does. The channel audit does exactly that. It says, okay, over the last 30 days, is my channel growing or shrinking? So I can see views, subscribers, watch time. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, why? Did maybe I have a viral video last month and don't have one this month? Okay, so I understand. So it gives me that information. The next thing I want to look at is content to double down on. And essentially what that means, this is content that you need to make more of. People love this content. It's broken down into views per hour. Which videos are giving me views per hour? How many views per hour does each one of these videos give me? What's the engagement rate? What's the views? Subscribers gained. How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So it gives me an idea of what's bringing in my subscribers to my channel. And now I know that if people are loving this content, make more of this content. Simple as that. And down here, total watch time, average watch time, top retention. These are the stuff that YouTube loves. And YouTube rewards you for it. So if you can mix these together, find the trend on your channel and see what works and make more of that, you'll very quickly discover these certain elements that your channel, that people love, and these certain channel stuff that they don't love. So for example, in how to make the best pizza recipes, maybe you're going to make 5 different pizza recipes, and every time you use the word pepperoni, it doesn't rank up here. Because you know what? People didn't love that. Where do you see it? In the content that could use work. This is the stuff that didn't really work too well. Well, why not? Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio, lowest views, videos losing subs. What does that mean? Well, people didn't really engage with our content. Why not? Do we just not make it? No, we go and we understand why these things not work. What's going on here? Could we do something better to improve it? So things are always going to be up here. So pepperoni lands up down here. Don't make pepperoni recipes. Only make the stuff that works up here. Now another section in the middle is called the top search terms. What are people searching to get your channel, to get the information? What are the click rates for your end screen? The card click rates. What does all this tells you? Well, these are the search terms. So if I make more videos with these search terms, guess what? More views, more subscribers. End screens. You can see how when I'm referring to certain elements in my end screens, they're working better than other end screens. The call to subscribe on our end screen isn't really working. We're not getting much out of this. But best for viewer seems to be doing a lot better. Channel seems to be doing a lot better. On your cards, polls, look at this. 71% of people are engaging in polls. We're going to make more polls. Playlist, It's doing okay, not so bad, but not as good as polls. So we're going to use more polls in our videos. So you see how all this information really helps you understand the second D. Are you delivering? Because when you deliver, that is when distribution happens. And remember, this is for 30 days. We can even drop it down to 60 and 90 days. I always look at this on my personal channel between 30 days, and then I look at it at 90 days. I want to smooth out any highs, smooth out any lows, and just get an idea of what's actually working. So I look at my content to double down on, look for those trends, what are the search terms, and what didn't work so well. Down here, well, I see a little bit of information. I'm using a lot of characters, but look down here, items to improve upon. Here it says to me, okay, there's videos without cards. 12 videos don't have an end screen, and 6 videos are not added to a playlist. I can go into each one of these and instantly fix it straight from here. So it always keeps a good housekeeping in check. Channel audit tool is it's almost your savior. It's the best thing that you need for your channel because it's the unemotional version that tells you what's working and what isn't working. So now we have done the first D. We have been discovered. We have done the second D. We are delivering. We're spending lots and lots of time in our channel audit tool to understand what's working and what isn't working. And we're constantly giving our audience the stuff that's working. They're loving it. They're giving us subscribers and they're giving us views. That is what it's all about. And when you do that well enough, once you spend a lot of time doing this, you're going to go into your achievements and you're going to start unlocking achievements. We've unlocked the 500,000 subscriber achievement. And don't worry, this is customized for your channel. So if you haven't hit a certain achievement, don't think you have to wait till 500,000. But now, why this is important? Because when you unlock an achievement, it generates a certificate. And this certificate is a great way to help build your audience. Here is why. When you have an achievement and you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you share it, people are going to say, wow, I'm part of this journey. Your audience is part of that journey. They love being part of people's journeys. They retweet, they like, give you a shout out for being successful. Well done. And that grows your community because other people see this and go, oh, I didn't know about this vidIQ channel. Let me go check it out. There must be lots of value. This is social proof that everything works and has come together beautifully for you. So spend some time in your achievement. Understand what you're breaking into. Share those certificates. Be excited about it. And then look at your top performing months. What are your targets? Use that as a bit of a motivational thing. Can I reach my goals? How many more days am I away from reaching my next milestones? We take care of all that for you so that you are proud to share your successes. And when you do, make sure you tag vidIQ on your social media, so we're happy to retweet, we're happy to celebrate in your success and your milestones. Alrighty, so that was a lot of information for those of you that have stuck around for a while. Yeah, you can see it's like drinking out of a fire hose. Just stuff comes at you fast and furious. But those are the steps you need to take. You need to understand the 3Ds of YouTube. That is how YouTube works. Look at the people in the chat here. Someone like Paul Peck Drywall Tube has just joined us midway through this. Go look, he's just crossed 100,000 and he's just consistent. He knows what he's doing. He's just doubling down and just making awesome content. And he's using the various tools to understand the audience, understand his channel, and really understand how to take it to that next level. So this is what it's all about. The chat was a bit weird today with lots of like, hey, subscribe to me because that's how you win at YouTube. And there was lots of the usual blah, blah, blah. But I think they're pretty much gone now. They have actually left the building. So now it's time for us to get into Q&A. Remember, if you have a question, just tag @vidIQ and then ask your question. I'm going to try get to as many as I can. They do come through quite quickly. So if I'm answering a question and you've asked yours, I'm probably not going to see it. So feel free to ask again, but don't copy, paste, because, well, that's spamming and that pretty much sucks for everyone. Okay. So let me refresh the screen. Let's see if this is going to work today. That's always an interesting question. Let's start at a question. Right. Nedre Dore B, the schizophrenic. See, told you I'm going to mess up names. Is the trend alert keywords inclusive or exclusive? Yeah, it's inclusive. So if you want to do 3 words, it'll be and as opposed to and or. Yeah, good question. Okay, see how that works? Nice and simple. Straight in, straight out. Okay, let's look at another question. Let me. Oh, why is it not refreshing? Homemade music. Is it better to make one long video or more shorter ones? Depends on your retention. Okay, this is critical. I love this question. Critical, critical, critical. Also to the same people who are asking about, should I make more videos or less videos, or how long should a video be? Same answer applies to all of you guys. Okay, so here's what happens. You make a video. Oh, I beg your pardon. You make a video. You upload it onto YouTube. YouTube looks for signals, these little golden nuggets to tell YouTube whether this is a good video or whether this is a bad video. So if you make a 5-minute video and people start watching, but your retention gets down to 10%, YouTube basically gets a signal to say, look, I understand it's a 5-minute video, but people are only watching 10% of this, which means it's not a good quality video. YouTube is not going to promote bad videos. So to answer your question, what you need to do is you need to aim for quality, and quality means good watch time. So make a 5-minute video. Are you getting people to 50%? Are 50% of your audience watching, or is your audience watching to 50% of your video? If they are, you can make a longer video, make a 7-minute video. Are you still retaining your audience to 50%? If yes, make a 10-minute video. Are you still retaining at 50%? If no, go back down to 7. That is where your audience wants to be. Always, always, always look at your retention. If you've got vidIQ, great. We have the channel audit tools and it literally tells you what to do. If you don't, go into your YouTube analytics, go to that video, look at the retention graph. If you see a big drop off right at the beginning, it means your hook wasn't strong enough. You didn't grab people's attention. They clicked, you've done the hard bit, they clicked, they saw your thumbnail, they saw your title, they clicked. They started watching your video and it was just, you didn't grab them, so they left. What do you think that tells YouTube? Not a good video. So it's all about quality. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. Make videos people want to watch. So great question, homemade music. It's what I would say is make shorter videos, keep that retention, and slowly, slowly increase that video length. As long as you're keeping that retention, you're good to increase it. Okay, great question. Alrighty, let me refresh. Okay, Cyrus Gaming, I cannot fix your personal iPad problems whilst on the stream. So hit up support@vidIQ.com or, yeah, okay. This is not a personal tech help support system here. Whew. Okay, next. Anyone got any real question? Let's start with real questions. Okay, Tiny Boy. Good. How do I make community posts only at 50 subs? Yeah, so community posts, they have to get to a certain milestone. I don't know what that number is. I thought it was 1,000 subscribers, and then you get to the community. I don't know whether that's changing. I've seen a couple of internal articles about this, so I'm not sure. Essentially, you just got to get to that level. Someone also said you get it when you hit 100 subscribers, where you can start getting your own personal URL. So I am not sure, but you do get it along the way somewhere, if they want you to have it. I am at a much higher number, and I still don't have some of the features that people with much less subscribers have got, like the channel memberships, for example. You're supposed to get it automatically at 50,000, I think it is. I still don't have that. So it's up to YouTube to distribute these things as they're testing various options around it. So unfortunately, I cannot give you a straight answer because I just don't know. And it keeps on changing. Well, same. Welcome to YouTube. Okay, work in out with what? With cheddar beef cake. With shredded beef cake. Wow. Okay. I just started a fitness channel. Is fitness channel still booming? Yes, absolutely. 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 There's a big thing about, is my channel too saturated? Is my niche too saturated? Can I still make it? I can tell you for a fact that, in fact, some people in this very chat started their channels a couple of months ago and are already past 1,500 subscribers, I saw. So people are making it all the time. It's not about the niche. It's not about the topic. It's about bringing you to the party. If you're going to be a carbon copy of somebody else, well, then you're just a copy. Nobody wants to watch a copy. But if you bring your personality, your enthusiasm, your angle to something, people want to watch that. So can you be smart, make good titles, good thumbnails? Absolutely. Fitness is very successful. Go and look at the big successful channels. What can you learn from them? That's important. Keeping an eye on your competitors. But don't be obsessed with what they're doing, because otherwise you're never going to grow, because you're always going to be outthinking yourself. Look at what they're doing to keep an eye, but then run your own race. Bring yourself to the party. Make your fitness channel about you. And of course, use the situation that we're all under. Currently, COVID is happening around the world. Maybe that's a good place to start. If people said, oh no, that's been done to death, nobody wants to watch that. That is not true. People are always looking for new creators with some cool things. Maybe you can do fitness in 5 minutes on, maybe it's a live stream. I don't know. You got to start thinking a little bit more creatively so that you can draw attention to yourself. Okay, good question, Tiny Boy. I like that. Right, Plazy says, I have 61,000 subscribers. Boom, but only managed to get 500 views. How do I get more views? So, big question. How did you get 61,000 subscribers? Go look at your analytics. Go look at your data. If you've got vidIQ, and if you should have, because it's in the description below, just go and grab that. Run the channel audit tool, and it will tell you, where did those subscribers come from? Did they come from a handful of videos? In which case, make more of that content. Don't make different content. People obviously love those videos. If they came from all random stuff, that doesn't explain why you only got 500 views, because they came for one thing. Now you're making something completely different. They're not interested in that. So go and analyze your traffic. Where did people come from? What's the traffic source? And then it will help you understand what's good on your channel. Okay. Roland says, is it a good idea to edit titles and tags, blah, 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 or will it mess up YouTube search engine? Listen, the old YouTube was never touch thumbnails, titles, and tags. Leave it out there. Otherwise, YouTube will re-index your video and it's going to do terribly. New YouTube does not work like that. Think about this. If your video is out there and it's doing badly, if you change your thumbnail, your titles, and your description, and then your tags, what's the worst that's going to happen? It's just not going to do as good. Okay, but it's not doing good now. So, absolutely, I change. The first thing I change is thumbnail. That's the first thing I change when a video isn't doing well. I then go and change my title. That's the second thing. The third thing is descriptions and tags together. Now, stop thinking tags don't matter. They certainly do. They don't matter as much as they did before. If they didn't matter at all, YouTube would not have brought them into into the new YouTube studio. They would have just left them behind with classics and not brought them across. But they brought them across. Doesn't that make you suspicious? Why did they bring it across if they keep telling us it's not, it's not valuable anymore? No, it's still valuable. If you're going after search traffic versus going after browse traffic, then everything is about feeding the beast. You want to make sure you're giving YouTube lots of information about your video, so YouTube knows how to help you. This whole notion of YouTube hates small creators is nonsense. YouTube hates, you know what YouTube hates? Bad content. Make good content, get it to 50% that people want to watch, YouTube promotes it. Make content that people are not watching at all. What do you expect YouTube to promote? Rubbish content? I'm not going to sell any ads on that. So, yeah, absolutely. Definitely go mix things up. If you've got something that's not performing, go and play with it. See if you can get it to work. I will say one thing, that when I have a video that is working, I leave it alone. I'm not going to try to re-optimize something that's already optimized. Doesn't make any sense. But old stuff or stuff that wasn't doing as good as I wanted it to do, absolutely go and play with it. Okay, so keep those questions coming. I'm refreshing, so I might have missed your question. I'm sure there's going to be one or two people saying, "Oh, you've missed my question. Why are you ignoring me?" All right, let's go. Let's Natkat Bonds. I am so not saying that, not even closely correctly. All right. I want to get 1,000 subs milestone to engage with my audience more. How can I reach there? Make good quality content. That's it. YouTube is actually not that complicated. What is YouTube? YouTube is a platform to tell a story. We have been telling stories for generations, way before YouTube. Guess what happens? Good stories get retold, right? Bad stories, well, we don't know about them because they got lost back in those generations. We know the good stories. YouTube is a storytelling platform. Tell a good story. People want to listen to a good story. They share good stories. That's how you get those subscribers. That's how you get those views. If you want the technical aspect, rewind this when we're done, and then it will tell you what to search for, how to look, how to get eyeballs, how to get attention. Remember, when you're a smaller channel, YouTube doesn't have enough data to really help you. So it's looking for you for help, which is why tags are important, descriptions are important. Don't put one-liner description with a link to your social media. You're not giving YouTube anything to work with. Spend time crafting your message. Think about your viewer. Help YouTube to help you. And as soon as you do that, YouTube starts to understand what the content is about. It's getting data. YouTube's a machine. A machine doesn't know whether something is good or bad, but it does look for signals. If people are watching your stuff, they're going to carry on promoting it. If people are not watching your stuff, well, you've just told the machine that you don't have good quality content. So how do you get to 1,000 subs? Make videos people want to watch. Tell a good story. If you're just starting out, make 5 videos across different topics. See which one gets more views. Make another couple of videos on that topic. See if it still gets views, and then start getting a niche for your channel. Okay, good question. All right, I am going to be refreshing. All right, Terry's Terrets says, regarding tags, should we use the same words in the tags if they are searched in different order? For example, horoscope 2020 and a 2020 horoscope, or does it? Okay, tags, good question. I think that at the end of the day, tags are just another indicator. You should be spending 70% of your time on thumbnails and titles. 20% of your time should be spent on creating a good description. And the last 10% should be spent in your tags. So does it actually technically make a difference? 2020 horoscope 2020? Not really, because YouTube doesn't look at it that way. Does it make a difference if that is up front or towards the end? We've got no indication that says that important tags should be in the front versus non-important tags should be at the end. So I would not worry about that too much. What I would worry about is focusing on that title and thumbnail. If you guys can take one thing away from this training, is thumbnails and titles. Thumbnails and titles. That is how you unlock that first D. If you don't unlock that first D, everything else is irrelevant, because nobody cares about your content because they cannot find it. Help YouTube to help you. Sounds like a commercial. Okay. Right, Tiny Boy says, what editing apps or software do you recommend? I don't have one specifically. I just used my own app called Power Director on my computer. Everybody uses something different. Leela on her channel, she does Premiere Pro, and she's got cool content coming out. So go and check that out if you're into that. Websites is something like canva.com. It's got free thumbnail editors. You can go check that out. So it just really depends on you. So I don't have a hard recommendation. Everybody's slightly different. Travis Logan T says, what are other ways I could stand out if I never speak to my audience directly because I make music videos? Great. Do you engage with them on social media? Do you go on Twitter, Instagram, TikToks? Do you do any of that? LinkedIn. Go and explore if your audience is there. If your audience is a young audience, they're probably on TikTok. Make sure you have a TikTok account. Start talking to them there. Refer them to for the complete song. Go and check out my YouTube channel. So find your audience. If you don't know who your audience is, then who are you making the videos for? That is critical. We call it an avatar. In your mind, when you make a video, you need to know the name, the age, the geographic location, what are they into in your head, so that when you're making a video, you're making a video for that one person. So if you know that there are people who watch your videos are, I don't know, 17 years old, they are, they've just finished, they're just in summer break at the moment because of school, they are maybe getting their first job, using parents' money, that kind of thing. Well, they're into all the latest trends and TikTok dances. Great, make TikTok music on YouTube. That works so good. Like recreating TikTok music on YouTube is brilliant. So that could be an angle. Again, but you got to know your avatar. If your person who watches your videos is a 75-year-old man living in a retirement village, well, then don't make TikTok videos. Okay, so know your audience. Critical. Okay, I am refreshing again. Okay. Padeb Paded HD. Yeah, I apologize. I did say I was going to butcher everybody's name. So far, I'm doing a really good job. How do I grab viewers at only 14 subs? Tell them that you've launched a video. Use social media. Use WhatsApp. Use Facebook Messenger. Get an email list going. Think of YouTube. Don't just rely on YouTube to do all the work for you, especially at the beginning. Family and friends, round them up. Create a WhatsApp group. Send a message. Ask them to go watch. But they have to watch. They mustn't just subscribe, because your 14 subscribers will become 20 and you go, yes, but nobody's watching. Well, then you're not going to get views on your videos. So YouTube's going to wonder what's going on. So focus on people who are going to watch your stuff. Ask them to watch it. Ask them to give you feedback. Let them be honest with you. Say, hey, man, that video sucked. I didn't enjoy any of that. Great. Why not? Tell me why not. I work with so many creators who are very, very big, and their biggest thing is they tell me when we start kind of these conversations, they go, tell me why I suck. Hey, dude, you can't suck. You got 5 million subscribers. Tell me why I suck. That's how they start the conversation, because they want to constantly improve. They don't want to know, well done, you're doing well. They want to know where they can improve. And the more you improve, the better your videos becomes. Okay. So let's go to the next question. Ojes Kushik. I apologize. I did say I was going to happen. Right. How to check who viewed your videos, and are all these tools you told, are they free or paid? So the tools, you can get vidIQ for free. We have a free version of vidIQ, no problem. Go to vidIQ.com and just install the free version. Because you're here, in the description, you have vidIQ for 30 days. The fully paid version, we give it to you for free for 30 days. That also gives you access to the vidIQ Academy, where we go very, very deep into these topics. You get that all for free just because you're hanging out here. If you want to just use the free version, go for it. Hold on. I'm just getting a couple of sips of coffee, which is a good time for anybody to hit the thumbs up button on the stream. I don't know, just because, whatever. Okay, I needed that. Sorry. Okay, so how do you check who viewed your videos? Well, to check who viewed your videos, it's not going to give you names, obviously. It's going to give you those numbers. Go look at your YouTube analytics, or use the vidIQ, of course, and it will just tell you that. Okay. Right, Shark Scraper. Does the algorithm recognize clickbait, or is it left up to the eventual view, the individual view and watch time to weed out clickbait? Yeah. Okay, so if you have a clickbait title, and you say, oh my God, the time Gary Vee and I hung out, or the time Casey Neistat and I rode our bikes, and you click on it and it's a tutorial how to do washing, people are going to leave immediately. YouTube doesn't necessarily look at clickbait as a title. It looks at retention, it looks at watch time, and based on a lot of those metrics, it starts to put the pieces together to say, okay, look, nobody is watching this video. If you got this massive drop of people right at the beginning of your video, retention is rubbish, well, that pretty much tells YouTube all it needs to know. Okay. Right, the Kawaii King with another I. Do you think consistent upload schedule with more formulated video is better for the algorithm than an inconsistent schedule with highly edited video? It's not about the algorithm. It's about your viewer. What is your viewer expecting from you? Are they expecting amazing high production quality? Look at someone like Mark Rober. He uploads once a month. Look at someone like Dude Perfect. Once a month they upload. But that stuff is so over the top amazing that people are willing to wait a month for it. If you're at that level, superb. Go high edited, amazing quality video, not consistent. But if you're not, rather give your viewers a schedule. Say, hey, I upload once a week. And maybe you don't want to commit. So you just say, I upload weekly. You don't want to commit to a Monday. So you say, I upload weekly. Great. And then every week, make sure you put out a video. It does two things. It sets the expectation in the viewer's minds, but it also sets the expectation in your mind. You know you have a deadline where you need to upload a video. So therefore, you start working towards it. And you start training your audience that you're going to be live, and therefore, they need to be waiting for that video. So I wouldn't do too inconsistent. I wouldn't do a Monday, then wait 2 weeks and do a Friday, then wait another month and then do, just don't do that. Think of your audience. Think of your viewer. Are they expecting a video? Yes, they are. You're expecting a weekly video. Give them a weekly video. Maybe at the beginning you can only do one video every 2 weeks. Fine. But then make it every 2 weeks. and then make it weekly. We at least once a week should kind of be sort of your minimum. Okay. All right, Terry's Tarot, no problem. Right, the Rohan Gaming says, I make Fortnite montage video. My video length is 3 minutes and 30. Is that good enough video? I don't know. Go look at your retention. Go look at your retention. Are people watching? If they are watching and they're watching 50%, great. Make longer videos. If they're not even watching that, then something else is wrong. You got to kind of really focus. Sorry, my allergies today are just all over the place. Texas does this to you and just woohoo. Okay, I'm refreshing whilst having another sip of coffee. Cash Out Plug is still here. Good. Maybe we turn him over to the light side from being an absolute... Never mind. Okay. Let's answer this question. Cash Out Plug. Advice for plug channel. I don't know what a plug channel is. Do you want to give us a little bit more explanation? Okay. Let me refresh. Why is it not refreshing? Okay, there we go. Stephen Lopez says, my main YouTube channel is called Kiwi YT. Is that okay if I switch games to play in my YouTube channel? I don't know. I don't know your channel. But as long as you're retaining your audience, if it's the same tone and feel and it's about you, then that should be fine if you are doing the same stuff. The channel name is important because it's easy for us to recognize. So if someone does channel name Roblox, you know they play Roblox. If someone does the Rohan Gaming, I can assume that they do gaming on their channel. So there is a tie-in with the channel name and the content that you do. If you used to do one thing, but now you're doing something completely different, be prepared to lose a lot of that audience because they're not there for that content. So if you were previously a travel vlogger and now you're doing Minecraft videos, well, you're going to lose a lot of that audience. If you're going to do something that's similar, so you used to be a travel vlogger, now you've gone into, I don't know, restaurants reviews. Well, that kind of ties in because you're traveling, you're restauranting, so you probably will retain a lot of that audience. Think of your audience first. Okay. Right. Leanna McLean. If we follow your advice consistently, how long will it take approximately to get some traction with YouTube? I don't know. It depends on your content, depends on your quality, depends on if you're tapping into trending topics, depending on. We have seen videos blow up in minutes. We've seen video blow up in months. We've seen videos not blow up at all, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, for some strange reason, they just take off. That's what we love about YouTube, is that you can have long tail videos, stuff that you've worked on a long time ago, and all of a sudden, it just takes off. So it's not about that. If you're focusing on that, don't worry about that. The only thing you should be focusing on is your video quality, your retention, your viewers. Are people watching and for how long? If they're not, find out why not. Make that better so that they will watch your next one. And then you improve by 1% with every video. And then you get better and better and better. That is so important versus when are we... Let's see, a lot of people think YouTube is a tick box. Hey, I get 47 out of 50 on my SEO score. Tick. I should be ranking number 1. Nope. I should be, people love my videos. I should be ranking number 1. Tick. Nope. It does not work. You don't just tick boxes and then YouTube automatically does it. It is lots of factors that go into it, which is why I say the only thing you can control is your quality and your video and your messaging. Do that well. Edit well. Good sound, good light, good value. That is what people want. And if you can focus on that, again, I keep on saying the reason we built vidIQ is because that's the tools that I was missing as a creator. It didn't build vidIQ for me, just to be clear. But those are the tools that we need as creators. There are lots of creators within vidIQ. We all run our own channels. And that is what makes vidIQ powerful because we know what's missing. So like the thumbnail preview tool, how epic is that? Thumbnail is so critical. Now I can see what my thumbnail looks like against my competitors. I know whether it's good enough or not. And now I know how I'm going to get the click or not. Using those tools, learning, reading your channel audit screen, seeing what's working and making more of that. That is how you win on YouTube. Okay, a little bit of a long-winded explanation, but you get what I'm saying. All right, CXTV says, how do you avoid getting copyright claims? Don't use copyright music. Don't use copyright video. That's it. If it's not your own, don't use it. End of story. Okay, let me refresh. Any more questions? Adam Delbrook Jones says, why don't you monetize your videos? vidIQ, we don't want to. It's all about you guys. It's all about helping creators succeed. That is the most important thing for us. I don't want any ads to stop you from doing that. So we say you don't need a super chat in order to get a channel audit. We don't put any barriers. We just want to give you this information. So we don't monetize. We don't have ads on our website either. It's all about you guys. Even our podcast, shameless plug for the podcast. Go, if you listen to Tube Talk, you'll see there's no ads there either. It's just about giving you guys the value that you need. Okay. Refresh. The Cool Violin Channel. Ooh, nice name. See, that tells me what the channel is about. How does YouTube count live streams in terms of views, value, etc.? Thank you, Liron. No problem. The YouTube sees it as another video. So think of it this way. We've been going for what? An hour and a half now. This should have decent retention. People have been here for a while. This will live on our channel as another video so other people can come back and watch it later on. Maybe somebody started to watch, but then had to go. They'll come back to the video and start playing it again. All of these are good signals for YouTube to say, hey, this video is worth watching. This video is worth promoting. So live streams definitely help. Remember, if you delete your video off YouTube, you lose that watch time. You lose those views as well. Just heads up on that. Right, Nexus says, I don't have money to purchase. He's 16 years old. Use the free version of vidIQ. Free is free. Okay. Any other questions before we round up? I think we're pretty much done. Okay, Wildly Cool says, I have lots of subscribers. Is it okay to switch content? For example, if I play PUBG Mobile and a channel became very successful, but one day decide to make Call of Duty. Yeah, that's a big thing about gamers. You can start with one game, but then you want to switch it up. So a couple of things. Firstly, go look at the vidIQ channel. Look for an interview I did with Dan, all about gaming channels. Those are the mistakes that gamers make when they're doing their channel. And it answered this exact question. At the end of the day, your audience is, if you think of your viewer, and I keep on going back to the viewer. If you think of your viewer wants to get what? Information about a specific game. If they're a PUBG mobile player, and now you start throwing Call of Duty at them, some of them will do both. Some of them are happy to stick around. But some of them are not going to because, well, they don't play that game. So it's always a balance between doing one thing well and then multiple things. Go listen to that episode of Tube Talk, and then we really dive into this topic. So definitely go check that one out. Okay, couple of more before my voice absolutely disappears. The infotainment production. vidIQ, can a compilation video channel be monetized? As if it's your compilations, yes. If you're talking about using other people's stuff and splicing it together, can that be monetized? It's probably going to get copyright strikes, not monetized. So if it's your own compilation, then yeah, absolutely. No reason why not. Okay. Stephen Lopez, can I play a game where most of the people come to meet me and my popular YouTube friends? Should I continue doing it if I don't have enough time? Huh? I play a game where most people come to meet me and my popular friends. Should I continue for... I don't know. If you don't have enough time, don't do it. Not following the question. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Adam Delbrook Jones says, see, getting better. What do tags do? They give more information to YouTube. Everything, my view with this, with tags, with descriptions, with all of those, feed the beast. YouTube wants information. YouTube is a search engine. Search engines live in metadata. AI algorithms love metadata. Give the metadata. Don't spend a bazillion times in your tags trying to get the highest ranking tags. That's not going to help you. But what you should do, 70% of your time in your titles and your thumbnails, 20% of your time in your description, and 10% of your time in tags. Feed the beast. Give them as much information as possible. Okay, Darren's general info. I make videos on science, general knowledge, history, and geography. Can I make videos on all subjects or only one specific? So for you, I would say, as long as you're the tying element, because you're the educator. So if you can bring yourself into this, then people are going to watch. So think of it like school. You know, up until a certain grade, you had one teacher teaching multiple subjects, right? So as long as you can bring yourself into those videos And the people who are watching are going to want to watch that video because they want to watch you. They want to watch the way you present it. Go look at a channel called Joe Scott. Go look at Joe Scott's channel. Look at what he does. Lots of different interesting topics all on one channel. What's the key binding factor? Joe. That's the one. That's the one you should be looking after, and using you as the pivot to talk about lots of different topics because they're there for you. Okay, lovely, great question and a great channel. That's cool to do. Okay. So OE Place says, I have a video channel about life in Bali. Can I grow better? Should I collab? How do I collab? Okay, can you grow? Yes. How should you collab and with who you should collab? Anyone who gives you value and gives your audience value. Collabing with big people isn't just going to blow up your channel. It's going to drive maybe lots of eyes on your channel, but whether people subscribe or not depends on the content that you have. So I always say, when you collab with other people, make sure there is value. You have a Bali channel, living in Bali. I have a technology channel. Can we collab together? Well, unless there is an angle for my tech audience who wants phones and gadgets about Bali, well, then no. But if we can find an angle, something like the 10 hotspots in Bali where Wi-Fi is free, I don't know, something like that. Okay, there's a bit of an angle. But then vice versa. What can your audience bring me? It's got to work for both sides because then it makes sense. So the collaboration is all about a partnership that works for both people, including their audiences. So a lot of people have this mistake. Oh, if only so-and-so would shout me out. Can I get a shout out? Can I get a shout out? Can I get a shout out? People do this all the time in the chat. Why? What's it going to do? Are people going to magically run to your channel and subscribe and watch your videos? No. But if there's a value exchange, then yes, that does make sense. Okay. Guys, those who are hitting that subscribe button, appreciate you doing that. I can't read all the names because it's on a different screen and I can hardly see that. So, yeah, I'm just letting you know. Okay, Tiny Boy says, most of my videos have 7 views, but my premieres get 34. Should I continue making them? I think you've just answered your own question. Why are premieres getting 34? Because they're being notified that you're putting time into them. You've scheduled them in advance. Could you not use the same tactic for your regular videos? So drop something in social media on Twitter or Instagram and say, hey, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 tips that you need to know about using Wi-Fi, and prepare people to watch those videos. Go understand why premieres are working better. What are people liking in premieres? And by the way, the advantage of a premiere is that you're in the chat. So ask them. Ask your audience right there and then. Hey guys, why are you not watching the rest of my stuff? Maybe you'll find great answers. So go and talk to your audience. Talk to your community. That is what you're building, a community of people. Okay, my voice is about to go. I'll take a couple of more questions before we pretty much done. Right, Stephen Lopez, how many times should I collab per an amount of time? No idea. There isn't an answer because every channel is different, and how many times you should collab, there isn't a magical number. That's what people are looking for. They're looking for an instruction. Do this, so then that will happen. It does not work like that. You could collab with one person, one time, and it will feed you so many subscribers and views, your channel will just blow up. You can collaborate with the same person 10 times a month, and it will do nothing. It's just about the value of the collaboration. If there's great value, it will work. If there's no great value, not going to work. A good example of collaborations is go look at family vloggers. They do this all the time. One family with another family. And they'll start something on the one channel and they'll end it on another channel. What does that do to the audience? The audience watches the one channel, and then the audience goes and watches the second channel. If they love the families, they'll subscribe to both channels. So it's all about value. Value, 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 value. It's about your viewer all the time. End of story. Okay, guys, I am pretty much done. My voice is gone completely. My allergies have now kicked into high gear. So thank you for hanging out here. On your way out, hit that thumbs up button if you liked the stream. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down button. That's also okay. Life will go on as we know it. Make good content. Focus on your viewer. That's the only thing you need to do. Get vidIQ for free because you're here. Link is still in the description. I don't think they've removed it. It's still available in the description. Go and grab it. Use it for the 30 days. unlock all these things we've spoken about on this stream today, and then that's how you grow on YouTube. When you grow, it's about understanding your audience, doing the 3Ds, being discovered. You got to deliver so YouTube does the distribution. Thank you for hanging out with us. Really appreciate your time, and keep safe out there. Make good content, watch the analytics, and that is how you win on YouTube all the time. That good quality content far outwins any of these strategies because audience wants good quality video. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys at the next one, same time next week. Do more of this kind of stuff. And as Rob Wilson says, enjoy your video making day. Thanks to the mods. Mods, you guys have been awesome. Tenembra Gaming, Magdalena Helen. Wow, I nearly forgot the mods. That would be terrible. Leela was here. Saw Apple O was here. You guys, always great. Always keeping the chat going. The Artist Heaven was here as well. I'm not sure who's still hanging out here. But if it wasn't for you, our chat would really be an absolute terrible place to be. You guys rock. You make this channel awesome. You make our community awesome. And we love you and appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next week. Enjoy your video making day. Now I can press the right button. Remember Gaming, I think I said goodbye to you too, but just making sure. Okay, I'm going to go now before I get into trouble. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, I had to come back because I left out Karen Berkman, and that is just wrong, and I don't do that. So I had to come back and say thank you for sticking around. This is a cameo, Karen. This is especially for you. We love our mods. I told you we did. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Definitely gonna go now. Sorry, Karen. My bad.